Hey everyone, I want to share a quick tip. A lot of old players probably know this already, but there's a influx of new players in EverQuest lately, because COVID's not over yet and so people are discovering a classic game. So, let's say you're on the live server, you're leveling up pretty fast and your skills, you're playing a caster and your skills aren't leveling with your character. So as you can see here, I have a caster sitting on a spider, and their abjuration skill is 49, but it should be around 160. So there's an easy way to fix that. I mean, it's not an easy way, but it makes it simpler. I start by opening up a notepad document. I hit slash pause 40 comma slash cast 8. 8 is the slot in which your spell is, so it could be any number between 1 and 8. And the pause is a sleep timer between castings. So I'm going to copy this, and then I already set up a hotkey because I tried doing this video before, but I screwed it up. So we'll do it over. And then you go over here, you just hit Control V each time, Control V, and you just paste that line that you wrote. And then here you label it. I just type in practice, and you choose whatever color you want for your hotkey and hit accept. Normally, the hotkeys are over here. You go to that last tab, you right click to start a new one, but I already have mine over here. Then you press the key, and your character will cast the same spell 5 times. And if you timed it just right, there'll be almost no delay in between castings. So it's just to make it a little more efficient, so you're not having to just keep casting that same spell. And once you hear that it's over, you can hit it again. And this is great if you're also have multiple accounts. Say you have a necromancer on one account, and an enchanter or a mage or just anything else on the other account that also needs to practice spells. Now I'm in Plane of Knowledge right now, and you'll notice something in Plane of Knowledge. Let's say if I try to target my pet here, who's right there, and I cast a detrimental spell and it doesn't work. You can't cast harmful spells in POK. So you have to go to a regular zone. But the problem is that there's some zones where guards will attack you, or random monsters are roaming around. So there's a easy thing to solve that problem, is the arena zone. And the arena zone is right over here. So there's this stone here in the corner at POK called Arena. And I just so happen to have an enchanter hanging out here by the Arena POK book. And the enchanter I have was practicing another spell, the Mesmerize spell, which uses the conjuration skill, which enchanters don't conjure a whole lot, other than their pets, which are kind of crappy. But if you want to summon a new pet and your skill is too low, you're going to fizzle and fizzle and fizzle, and it drives you crazy. So you do the same thing. I set up a practice button for her. I put cast slot 3 because that's where the Mez spell is, and target the pet, and you cast. And because we're in the arena zone, you can cast detrimental spells. So you could practice nukes here if your evocation skill is too low. the arena is a decent place to practice those spells because there aren't any wandering mobs, and it's not PvP unless you go inside the actual PvP arena area. So you're safe out here. So I hope this helps. Like I said, I know veteran players don't need to yell at me saying this is an old trick. I know it's an old thing, but you know, if you're new, this might save you a few minutes. There's also another thing. Let's say you're in a group and you're practicing your skill. So you hit the button, but your tank just pulled another monster, and you gotta mez the ad or whatever or slow it. So if you right click the button, it will stop right there, even if it didn't finish all the castings, and you're free to go and cast choke or you know, your languid pace or your tosh or your nuke or whatever it is you're trying to cast. So I hope this helps. Like I said, veteran players don't need to flame me because I know it's an old thing that players have been doing for a long time. But I haven't really seen videos talking about this easy way of casting a bunch of spells consecutively. And being on a mount for something like this helps. But if you don't have a mount, just keep hitting the button until you're out of mana. Sit down for 5 minutes, you know, and then stand up again and boom, 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 go. There's another way too where some people will have the, you know, one line is to pause 40, cast 3, and then they'll have a sit command, and you sit for like 5 seconds, and then you do the next casting, and then you sit down again, and it's supposed to save mana, but then you're only going to get like 2 casts per, you know, hotkey. This is just faster to get your skill up. So I hope this helps. If it does, feel free to hit me with a like. Thank you very much. Bye.